again, this is Optibottoms coming to you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron, Eject, and Ramhorn. Now, when I did my review of Rewind and Sunder, I mentioned that this is the set that I was really kind of looking forward to, mostly because of Ramhorn. And luckily, I actually found the guy. So here you have him in the package, very small. They're the Legend class figures, I believe they're actually considered. You do see Rewind and Sunder also available. You got the two data disc holders as well. Really very cool. I like the blue here on Eject. That's really sharp. Then you come around here to the back, and much like all the other ones, it does have the pop-out kind of gimmick here. I'm not going to bother showing it in Blaster like I did previously. We know exactly what it does, so we're just going to focus on these guys. But it says, Eject honestly believes that if the Autobots and the Decepticons could just agree to resolve their disputes through some friendly competition, then the entire war could be brought to an end. Ramhorn disagrees. He'd rather spike a Decepticon on his horn than spike a ball in the end zone. So apparently he's a sports guy. You got the nice kind of G1 tech specs, really very cool. I do appreciate that. The packaging, like I said, is very small on these guys, as they should be, I suppose. But I love the fact that we get both of them in one set. You get the holders for them. Really very cool. Like I said, the one that I was most looking forward to was Ramhorn. So that's about it for the packaging for the guys. So let's get them open and see how cool they actually are. So here we have Eject and Ramhorn opened up and out of their packaging, and obviously in their data disc mode. Now, one thing that you're going to notice, if you look at this, it's got a nice silver kind of logo on here, whereas the previous one with Rewind and Sunder had the gold Autobot logo. I really do like the Autobot logo here on the silver version a little bit better. Obviously, the plastic's the same, but just the silver, I don't know. It's more classic looking to me. I kind of dig it. The gold just doesn't really work too much for me, so it just opens up, and then you can fit these guys right in there just like so. Now, taking a look at Eject first, one thing that I find kind of interesting is Rewind is one of those words where Hasbro had to put Autobot Rewind with it. I'm assuming because Rewind is too generic. I don't understand why Eject wouldn't it also be that generic. So it's kind of weird to me, but you got this nice silver and blue kind of paint job. It's much more rounded than, and I didn't really notice this before until I actually got Ramhorn. I'll show that off here in a minute, but obviously still very much the same figure that Rumble and Frenzy and Rewind were. So to transform him, you just drop him, and then he springs out. You straighten out his feet, and you rotate his arms down. And that's it for Eject. It's very simple, very fun to actually kind of do over and over again. Now with Ramhorn, this one might be one of my favorites, just because again he transforms very automatically. But you can see on the bottom here that he's not as, especially with like the legs down here, it's not as rounded. Now to kind of show that off, I'm gonna transform this guy back here. Let's rotate that, put those back, bring that together. And you can, like I said, you kind of have to hold it and swivel everything around, holding that into place. You can see, you can see just how it's just so much more smooth and round around the edges than Ramhorn is, and that kind of throws me off. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely doesn't give that full data disc feel. It's just like he's kind of folded up, I guess. But the best thing about this guy is his transformation. It is very awesome, and he lands on his feet. So, I tried doing it where he landed on his feet. I actually kind of think I threw it on more of an angle, but you can see there we have Ramhorn. Now, I love the Autobot logo on here. I love the little thruster missile things or whatever that's molded into the sides of his legs, much like his G1 part. You got this bit right here which comes across and kind of creates a nose for him, which is really very cool. And it's very simple to transform him as well. You rotate the legs up and in. You rotate this around, you take the tail, and that kind of locks it in. Now we're going to try doing a... Oh, come on. Every time that I did it yesterday, when I first was playing with him, every single time he landed on his feet. So let's try again. Oh, give me a break, dude. Come on. I'm going to try it one more time, and if not, I'm going to give up. I mean, it really did do it, and obviously it's just not doing it now because I'm recording a video for it, and trying to lock these in here, it's going to be a pain in the butt as well. So we're going to maybe not drop it so far. So there we go. So that's clearly the secret. Just don't drop it from like as far up as I was doing it. So, and now it locks down better. So we're gonna try one more time. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. But I mean, I really do dig these guys. They are really very fun. I mean, it's an interesting gimmick. It works really nicely. It doesn't work too well when you incorporate them actually with Blaster, as I showed previously. But beyond that, these guys are great looking figures and wonderful little accessories to really kind of bolster those ranks of more Autobots and things of that nature. So that's really about it. I mean, I absolutely love them. I think they're wonderful additions, and I do recommend picking them up. If you guys are interested in picking them up, go ahead, click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to Big Bad Toy Store and you can pick up this particular set as well as the other sets. And just about anything else you can think of wanting, because Big Bad Toy Store pretty much carries it all. But that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find our recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/TeamBotimus and follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/Optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.